Hey guys, hope all's well. We're back with another spooky reaction video. We're going back to the Depths of Despair's channel. This video is called 10 Scary Ghost Videos to Illuminate. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up, be grateful for that, and pop by his channel and drop him a sub. The link is in the description and show some support there. I'll be very grateful for that as well. In the meantime, get the cans on, give it a watch. Let's hope we get scared, shall we?
Still watching. The following video was taken on February the 5th of 2025 somewhere in Indonesia. A girl and her friend were recording themselves enjoying some ice cream in her little brother's room when something strange happened that left them shocked. The girl's brother had passed away some time ago, but every now and then she likes to visit his room as it brings her comfort, as she remembers the things she used to do with her little brother. She also records it each time to make a time lapse, and on one day her and her friend are enjoying her late brother's favorite ice cream in his bedroom and recording the whole time when this happens.
네. Nakamiso ato ini. Gimana? Dengar kan? Ada suara. Ada suara. Gue takut nih. Gimana ini balikinnya?
Another one where it's only coming out one channel for some reason. That was
Nggak ada. Kosong coy.
strange.
Strangely, as the two girls enjoy the late brother's favorite ice cream in his room, the wardrobe suddenly begins to open by itself, and as one of them approaches, a faint laughter can be heard. The girls were more happy and shocked than scared, as they believe it to be a sign that the passed-on brother is still watching over them from the afterlife. However, later on, their security camera captured a faint mist-like figure outside of the boy's bedroom. Many people in the comments warned that this is not the spirit of the boy, and that it's something evil trying to get to her during her vulnerable moment. Which may be the case because after she had a priest come and pray over the house, the activity started to occur less often. But as always, let me know what you think.
I didn't actually hear the noise. Let's go back and see what.
Gimana? Dengar kan? Ada suara. Ada suara. Gue takut nih. Gimana ini balikinnya? Nggak ada. Kosong coy.
Strangely, as the two girls enjoy the late brother's favorite ice cream in his room.
Yeah, there was a noise. I don't know. Initially, they didn't like wee kind of noise, but it could just be hinges or something, I guess. But bizarre. The movement seemed quite legit as well, to be honest. I don't know. It seemed to stagger. It was pretty impressive. I'm not so sure about them saying it was bloody diamonds and shit. Like, that's just mad, but let us know what you guys made of it.
But as always, let me know what you think. The hotel. On February the 6th of 2025, a woman named Valeria was staying at the Colima Hotel in Mexico with her boyfriend. A hotel that's rumored to be haunted by local residents due to the fact that the establishment was previously a hospital with a tragic history. Valeria and her boyfriend Diego attempt to contact the dead to see if anything happens.
As you do.
During their stay, this is what they captured.
Estamos en un hotel que supuestamente hay espíritus.
Se supone que aquí era un hospital antes.
Así que pueden pasar cosas.
Vale, ya.
No. Cierra, güey, neta, cierra. Cierra.
The lights suddenly flicker all on their own and someone or something bangs on the door.
No.
But when they opened it, no one was there. Creeped out by this event, they sit down for a while talking about it as they regain their composure, but whatever was out there returns once more. Watch closely.
Oigan, no sabemos qué pasó. Literalmente, Diego y yo estamos solos en el cuarto. De madrugada no hay manera en la que haya sido otra cosa.
No.
Güey, nos están pasando cosas muy raras.
Ya apaga eso, vale.
Vamos a literal salir al pasillo porque están tocándonos la puerta horrible y ya tenemos mucho miedo. Vean, o sea, esto está...
Me siento raro, vale.
Los pasillos están... Espérate, no corras, espérate, Diego. O sea, vean los pasillos. No.
As they stand in an empty, silent hallway with nobody there, an emergency door slams shut by itself. But the door should only be able to close when released by a magnet in case of a fire. Shortly after, the fireproof door suddenly opened on its own once again, and they both quickly rushed inside. Valeria's boyfriend Diego describes seeing a dark shadow figure trying to reach him. Many people now believe that he welcomed it by opening the door, so it may just follow him home. But until any further updates, that remains unknown.
Yeah, there was a few too many cuts and changes of camera angles and shit going on there to sort of make it any more believable as such. But it would be creepy. And changing a hospital into a hotel, really? Do people do that? I don't know. Right. There was no use guys made of that one anyhow. But like I said, if there hadn't have been so many cuts and stuff, it might have been a bit more believable, but it could just be someone pissing about with them.
CCTV. The following video was taken by a CCTV camera stationed in a village hall office by user Raxi. The man in charge of the CCTV had received a notification that a person had been detected within the premises late at night. Raxi knows that nobody should be inside during these late hours, as he is usually the one to set up the ceremony. So he decides to review the CCTV footage and sees something terrifying.
Telah ini gini quality saya. Apakah ada yang aneh?
Takjub ya.
Ya. Ding 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 ding.
Sigma boy.
What the?
Pak Meksisnya dulu.
Jam 23.41.
Kalau motornya kayak Meksisi ya.
Medani cah. Iso nyuwata.
That's pretty creepy. Might just be somebody lurking, but even so.
In the corner, a creepy pale figure of a boy with glowing eyes can be seen looking straight at the camera. Raxi has no idea who or what it could be. Real ghost or not, you judge.
Yeah, it could just be somebody hanging around. Obviously, the glowing eyes is probably due to the night vision and stuff like that. But I don't know what's creepier though. People lurking or ghosts. There's this strange behaviour that there's no use guys make of it. Creepy. The cabin.
The cabin. A man named Antonio works
I'm getting flashbacks of that game already.
in construction, rentals and horse sales over in Mazamilta, Mexico. Late one night, he was checking over a cabin in the woods that he was fixing up and planning to sell. So every while, he would come over to visit the house to check the condition of things. That's when he noticed
I didn't know if they were mannequins or what there.
one of the lights flickering in the upper floors as he was outside. So he pulls his phone out to record the situation, thinking it's an electrical issue that he needs to get fixed. But then he sees something horrifying.
What the hell?
As he looks at the flickering light, he sees a terrifying creepy pale figure slowly moving up to the window to look at him. The figure seems to look very dark and unrecognizable, even when the bright light flickers and
Like
lights
Bloody
up the
Friday
room.
the 13th,
To
that
make
shit, isn't
matters
it?
worse, Antonio is completely alone. There isn't supposed to be anyone near this cabin, let alone inside it.
Jason.
Antonio decides to go inside and see what's going on for himself. This is what he captured.
A pretty smart place, to be fair. Is that his footprints or footsteps or? Bathroom. You need to sort them floorboards out for smooth.
Scared, Antonio searches the entire cabin. Luckily, it seems to be empty. Antonio has no idea what he saw inside, but it's important to note that his social media accounts are strictly for business purposes, only to display properties he owns for sale and cabins that he's renovating. So the question still stands, just who or what?
That is bizarre. It could, well, I'm gonna say it could just be pareidolia or whatever if there's something hanging behind there, but it does seem to be right at the window, whatever it is. Creepy.
What is this?
That's mad. There's no what you guys make of it.
Annabelle. The following video comes from a single mother who lives in a haunted house. Although aware of this fact, she never really thought much of it, as whatever spirit is residing there didn't do much other than move one of her kids' toys a little every now and then. Coincidentally, she happened to name the ghost Annabelle, and ever since interacting with it, things started getting worse around the house. One day, it started exhibiting more aggressive behavior, so she pulls her phone out to record it. Watch closely.
Potato camera. Just open that door.
Jennifer, what are you playing with?
Why is the sound only coming out of one channel on these clips?
What are you playing with, Annabelle?
That's pretty freaky. Yeah, the door moves like forwards and backwards. If it was strings or whatever, then they mightn't
You having
play that
fun?
way.
It's okay. You could play with Ava's toys.
Was that a ball or something? Seems to be a lot going on.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. You be
That just
nice.
fell
You
down
don't
as well.
know. Just got a cup thrown at me. One of Ava's cups. Okay. Annabelle, that wasn't nice, sweetie.
And
You
launch the
don't
full
throw
thing out.
things, okay? You don't throw things, Annabelle. No. You gotta be nice. That was bad. Okay,
There we
okay,
go.
okay. Okay, that was bad. That was...
The little cupboard door from the children's toy opens by itself, and then a cup falls on the floor before violently launching itself at the woman.
Yeah, it was the same
Visibly
moment. I thought it was
shaken,
bomb.
she steps back out of the room and tries to discipline this ghost, but it doesn't respond well, knocking over the whole stand onto the ground. Realizing she may have made a mistake by interacting with it and thinking it was friendly, the mother grows increasingly worried for her child's safety, and now thinks it's not a good idea for them to stay in this room any longer.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the original source is unknown, so it's unclear what happened afterwards. But as always, I'll let you be the judge of this. If you...
I guess it'd be interesting if there was any follow-up on that. Yeah, there seem to be like a lot more channels doing stuff like that lately. So if it was just a one-off, then fair enough. But if it's going to turn into like a series thing like that girl in France, where it just escalates and escalates to the point where there's a bloody shadow in the corridor stalking her, then I don't know. But I'll have to see if any more comes from there. The shame about the camera quality and stuff like, but whatever. Seems to be the way with these things. Nobody has a proper camera when they need one.
Buried in the yard. I've featured Jacob on the channel previously.
Exactly, I think I've
Ever
seen this
since he
guy
moved
before.
into a new house alone with his son, strange things started to happen. He discovered that the previous residents had a miscarriage and buried their baby in the yard many years ago, which may have something to do with the paranormal phenomena he's been experiencing. Late one night, Jacob was asleep around 3:18 a.m. when he was suddenly woken up by his dogs panicking and moving around the bed, only to hear something chilling. He pulls his phone out and captures this.
I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I'm just trying to sleep. I literally just dozed off. And it sounds like somebody knocking at my fucking door. Hello?
Welcome it in. Okay. Dogs are class. It opened again, it was still shut. That's a dodgy place, chuck that like.
Loud knocking can be heard at Jacob's bedroom door. But when he opens it, there's nobody there. However, just as he approaches the end of the hallway, the door in front of him closes on its own, scaring him back to his room, as he takes a breather before heading back out there. Then suddenly the toy car starts moving towards him on its own, causing him to retreat back to his room once again. Jacob says these events are occurring more frequently, almost every night now, so hopefully we get some more updates
Yeah, I mean,
soon.
you wouldn't leave, regardless, you wouldn't leave that truck lying there, because you just trip over it every 2 seconds anyhow, but I don't know. I think that the first clips of his looked a bit sus as well with the drawer. I think there was a drawer opening or something. But, I don't know. I'm not convinced by that one for whatever reason. Let us know if you think I'm wrong.
Haunted apartment. The following video comes from a man named Mike who lives somewhere in Poland. After moving houses and settling in, he started to notice creepy, unexplainable things. First, his cat began to stare off in a single direction
That would
and
freak you
appeared to
out.
be looking at something unseen. Not long afterwards, objects began to move around by themselves, and it has gradually gotten worse. Late one night, Mike was falling asleep while watching a movie on his laptop when he starts hearing sounds coming from around the house.
Próbuję zasnąć. Teraz co chwilę coś mi kurwa w okno puka balkonowe. No nie, kurwa! Pierdolę! No kurwa. Ja pierdolę. Nic tutaj nie ma. Kurwa mać. Mam już tego dosyć. Mam już tego kurwa dosyć.
Not happy, bunny.
Nie mam kurwa. Kurwa mać! Nie, kurwa.
Knocking can be heard coming from the balcony window, but the moment he checks, he sees nothing there. On another night, Mike is woken up to more sounds inside his house.
Znowu coś się dzieje.
What bloody sound effect? Obviously being on TikTok or whatever. I couldn't really make out much else.
Mike
Other than
then
his
purchases an EMF meter to see if he can
Class.
detect any disturbances around the house. On another night, Mike is focused on his digital drawing when this happens.
Próbuję się skupić na rysowaniu, ale kurwa znowu coś się dzieje. Świeczki przed chwilą spadły, coś stukało. Już jestem zmęczony
Candle
tym
gonna get us.
wszystkim. No nie, kurwa. Ja pierdolę, no.
Conveniently placed.
Dobra, jeszcze sprawdzę, ale nic się nie dzieje teraz.
Why is Italian stuff didn't give off some sort of signal there?
Nie wiem.
He hears more aggressive knocking coming from around his house, but doesn't find anything there. He decides to scan the whole house using the EMF meter, but nothing is detected. Mike has no idea what has caused these events, but real ghost or not, you be the judge.
Yeah, there seem to be a few conveniently placed items and stuff, but again, not really that convinced by that one, but it's a shame because I do want to believe. I want to believe there is things, but I don't know if it's just because of the social media aspect of it all or what, but there just seems to be a lot of basic things happening. Like there's no real, I don't know how to word it. There's no real sort of presence, if you know. Does that make sense? I don't know. Let us know. I'm starting bollocks.
Hospital. This next video was posted to Reddit by a man who states that the following video was taken by his sister in 2020 and was sent to him. In the video, his sister can be seen in an empty hallway of the hospital late in the evening. No reason is provided as to why she's there, but it turns out that she isn't as alone as she initially thought she was. Something disturbing can be seen watching her. Watch closely.
Again with the peekaboo vibes. I mean, it would be pretty terrifying if you were legitimately there on your own and you notice something like that. Then that would freak you out. But why is it always just peekaboos? Like, It does look creepy with the white face and stuff like, but was it down there? I didn't say anything there.
What looks like a creepy pale face with no features can be seen clearly moving on its own, but as she moves away and comes back, she sees nothing there, or nothing that could cause an illusion like this. Not to mention, as she stands still from a distance, some of her hair strands can be seen blowing on its own, even though she's in a building, and the figure can be seen peeking out at her once again from the distance. It doesn't seem to be pareidolia, given the fact that it was seen twice, and her hair moved on its own. Given the nature of the building being a hospital, it's not unbelievable to imagine something paranormal was lurking at the end of the hallway. Let me know your thoughts down below.
Yeah, I mean, the hair's probably just a breeze or something, but like I said, why the little peekaboos? Like, it, I know it's creepy and it adds to the effect and stuff, but if it's going to show itself, like, this is what I mean. It's frustrating. I just want to say something legit.
The toy. A mother named Sarah, who lives in the Appalachian Mountains, was home alone with her baby, who she had just put to bed some time ago, and was fast asleep in her crib. However, Sarah starts to hear noise coming from her room and captures something terrifying.
My daughter's been asleep for 2 hours. She's all the way over there. How is this standing up perfectly upright and turned on? She can't reach that. Hi, baby. And she's dead asleep when that thing just came on. There's no way.
The baby's toy goes off on its own and can be seen perfectly standing up on the stand out of reach from the baby's crib. But when she first came to the room, a faint dark silhouette can be seen passing by the light of the toy. But just as she enters and turns the light on, there's nothing there.
Just the
Sarah
mic and the
explains
camera
that strange
angle.
things occur pretty often, but until this moment she had never felt anything sinister before. Now she's worried for her baby and has arranged to move houses. Subscribe and hit that bell icon so you never miss an
Please do.
upload. The accident. On April 21 of 2024, the emergency services
gruesome.
received a report of a fatal accident that took place somewhere in Poland, near the town of Jastrzębowice. A 25-year-old driver was driving down the road, but for unknown reasons he veered off the roadside and hit a tree. The man died at the scene. As reporters arrived on the scene and took pictures of the tragedy, they noticed something disturbing in the swamp. Watch closely.
Does
What
sort of look
appears to
like
be
a
the
face.
figure of a man can be seen sticking out of the bushes in the middle of a swamp. Deep and not possible for someone to stand up like that.
I mean, again, it could just be pareidolia or something, or some sort of light refraction or something on the camera, but it looks a pretty messy accident, that, man. That's not good, that.
And rescuers also searched the scene, but only the one driver who passed away at the scene was present. The last image is digitally enhanced to try and portray what the figure looks like. Many people suggested it
Friggin' Popeye.
could be the spirit of the driver who just passed. But in the end, the question remains, just who or what is this in the swamp? Let me
Yeah, I think that's just some sort of light refraction or something on the camera lens.
know.
I would like to think there was more, but in that instance, possibly not. There was still some creepy stuff in there, legit or not, to be fair. It is quite terrifying to think that there might be people as much as entities that just sort of lurk and try and scare you. Let us know what you guys made of those. Be nice to have a conversation either in the comments or if you pop by one of my live streams, we can have a chat. You just ring the bell. And if you hit the thumbs up, I'd be grateful for that. Try and draw some views in. And sub to the channel if you haven't already done so. And in the meantime, I shall catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.